Guys, this is an offset smoker, a 1,000-gallon pit running an oak fire, but we're not in Texas. We're not in the South. We're not even in the United States of America. I'm here because my friend Aziz invited me to visit him in Doha, Qatar, because we're cooking something that I guarantee you've never seen before. We're cooking a whole camel hump. This is my friend Aziz. Aziz is the secret superstar behind making this whole thing possible. He's one of my subscribers. He lives in Qatar, and he invited me to come cook with him. And then we did a trip around the region. We went to a few other countries. We did some more awesome cooks. So be sure to be on the lookout for those. He was incredibly generous with his time. He helped us plan this trip. He was incredibly generous with his friends. I do not have enough good things to say about Aziz. I also should mention this video has no political connotations. It's not meant to make you think one thing or another. This is a cooking meat with fire video that just happens to be 8,000 miles away from home. This video is not easy or cheap to produce. You guys can help me out. That costs you nothing. You can subscribe to the channel and like this video. Or if you're in the market for an offset smoker, we have the Mad Scientist Barbecue Solution and Solution XL. You can check that out on the website along with the t-shirts and things like that. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm very proud of it. I thought it was really, really cool and something totally off the beaten path of barbecue. So with that all being said, I hope you enjoy. Aziz is going to walk us through how he preps a camel hump. There are going to be some things that are very different about how he does this than how he would, say, trim a brisket in Texas-style barbecue. But some things are going to be very similar. And Aziz, can you show us how you mix up this spice mix? Because this is a different technique and a different blend of spices than I've ever used. When you're mixing this up, do you ever measure, or it's just all by feel?
For me, it's by feel. Because we have a big piece of meat, and plus I mix it with oil, so I can control the amount. From here you can see if your rub is too heavy, then you can add more oil, or add more spices if you see it's too thin. And then we rub it. But before that, we will clean the brisket a little bit and put mustard, and then we'll salt it.
Mustard, very common in the barbecue world, even 8,000 miles away from home. How gamey is camel typically?
Sometimes it can be gamey, but if it's cooked right, you'll not feel it.
Okay.
Especially with the turmeric.
Sure.
It helps a lot. Always start from the bottom side.
I did cook a side of beef once, but apart from that, this is by far the biggest piece of meat I've ever cooked.
By kilos, it's around 17 kilos. It's very simple clean, so we'll just take the excess silver skin and fat.
So this is a camel that was specifically raised for its meat, right?
Yes, you can find different kind of camel meat. Some camels are meant to be for the races, and the ones that it's been raced, it's usually come tougher.
If this were a camel that was used for racing, would it have this much fat on the inside?
It will be less fat because it will be too lean.
Gotcha.
You know, it will be running a lot, exercising a lot. A farm-raised camel is always better because it's more, the muscles are more relaxed, and you don't have like a tough meat.
Sure.
Muscle.
It's kind of like Wagyu beef. They remove any excess work that the animal does. They get more marbling.
Exactly.
Removing this fat, is that because you want to get rid of this fat because you don't want that much, or is it so that you can get the spice rub and everything to penetrate the meat a little bit?
Exactly, to have the smoke penetrate and to have the spice rub to stick on the meat more. Now we'll just rub it with mustard.
Okay. And just all over?
All over, yeah. And as I told you, I like to salt it separately because I can't control the amount of salt.
That's a lot. That's something that a lot of people could learn from, because they'll use one pre-made spice blend for multiple different cuts, and the amount of salt that each cut requires is going to be dependent on how thick that meat is, and they might oversalt ribs and undersalt another bigger, thicker cut.
I agree.
And so I think you're doing the exact right thing. Is this big hunk of meat right here next to the spine, is that the tenderloin on the animal?
Yes.
So is this like the most desirable part?
Yes, this is the one that runs with the backbone.
Okay.
Is the most desirable cut of meat.
It feels like there are tiny little bubbles popping.
The fat is different. The camel tend to be famous of that the fat doesn't have cholesterol in it.
So the fat doesn't have glycerol?
Yeah.
For you guys out there, most fats are triacylglycerols, which means there's a glycerol molecule. And to simplify things, you can imagine a glycerol molecule as having 3 hooks where you can attach a fatty acid chain. So if you've heard of omega-3 or omega-6 or omega-9, those are different fatty acids. If this is missing glycerol, then it would have a lot of free fatty acids. So it would presumably, it's my best guess via intuition here, render it a relatively low temperature and liquefy.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, then it'd be really interesting to see what this will end up being like. But the fat on the hump feels harder. It doesn't have the same texture.
It is harder and it's really hard to render. That's why I have to take it for a very low temperature and try to render it at the same time, not to overcook the meat.
Oh, that's a good point,
Yeah. We'll do our spice blend.
Let's rub it all over.
Yeah.
Talk to me about cooking camel in Qatari cuisine. Is it something common? Is it something people eat every day? Is it once a year? Is it almost never?
It's not very, it is common in special occasions.
Okay.
So you will find it more in the special occasions, weddings,
Important thing.
important things, guests, like important guests. Mostly you will find lamb
Sure.
served in occasions as well. But like for some occasion, people tend to like camel.
Does the camel hump get cooked as a whole other times? Or is it something unique you're doing on your smoker out there?
It's usually cooked in the same way, the same cut.
Okay.
But sometimes you'll find the neck piece attached with it. So I usually remove the neck piece and keep only the hump.
For you guys watching at home, this is from a dromedary camel where you have one hump that contains a store of fat, and that's going to help keep all the meat moist underneath, because this camel is going to be, in relative terms, leaner than most beef that we're accustomed to in the United States. So that fat's really going to help keep it moist, and you'll see here in a minute that Aziz is going to take some steps to make sure that it stays moist, it's juicy, smoky, and all the things he wants it to be by the time this is finished.
And as Chad says, don't forget the size, right?
Don't forget the size.
It's a rookie move.
Rookie move. Shout out Chud's Barbecue.
Yeah.
You know, if you had a mini camel, this would be easier.
Well, this is a mini camel actually. It's like a baby camel, like
Really?
a milk fat camel, yeah. Another thing I like to do, to have a cut in between the ribs, the meat and the ribs here.
Yeah.
So I like to make a pocket.
Sure.
So I usually go like this. You know, when you cook the meat will shrink a bit.
Sure.
So when it's attached to the bone, sometimes does it look nice when the bones are out. It will help it to detach easier.
Gotcha. So, are you going to be putting salt in there or just the spice mix?
I put salt in the spice mix as well.
Okay. For a cut this big and this thick, normally I would say that's kind of crazy, but for this, completely makes sense.
I don't do a full cut. I do until the half of the camel.
How many people would this feed?
15 to 20.
So, not that much more than a brisket, even though it's a heck of a lot bigger.
It has a lot of fat in it. That's why.
Right.
Bones as well. So you have the middle part here. It has like a 2 bones, and those 2 bones are taking a lot of space.
Sure.
You have the ribs as well.
So just curious, what do camels eat? Is it grass like you would feed to cattle?
Yes.
Okay.
This one is a little bit young, so it's milk fed, and then
Oh, so this is like veal.
yes, it's like a veal exactly.
Oh.
So we call it حوار.
Cool.
حوار. Yes, حوار is the baby camel kind.
So I've discovered that Arabic is very difficult for me to pronounce. There are a lot of sounds that I can't make.
You can get.
So I've been pestering Aziz. What is this called? What is this called? And he'll say, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna attempt it. Now, do people ever use camel fat in cooking?
I think so. Yeah. I don't know. Like someone particular, but I think yeah, they do. But not something that I'm really aware of. You know.
Okay.
but possibly you can do.
You want me to like
Yeah,
even it out?
yeah.
Okay. Because I've been doing nothing but standing here watching you. You know, if I'm being honest though, I think it's because I find this cut intimidating. It's an animal I've never cooked. It's humongous. I don't want to get anything wrong.
Believe me, the first time, I still find it intimidating for me as well. A huge cut of meat, and it's very delicate as well.
Looks to me like we're prepared. What else do we have to do before we get this thing on?
It's ready. We just need to throw it in the smoker.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So you pick it up and set it inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
My side will be the face.
All right. Want to go your side first, or you go together?
Yeah, any side.
It's caught. All right, guys, it's been several hours. You can see it's dark outside, but that is a humongous cut of meat. And so what we need to do is we need to ensure that everything stays juicy, that nothing's gonna burn, because the middle is extremely thick and the edges are pretty thin. So we want to protect all of it. We have a couple different things here, Aziz. I see some veggies that are chopped up in this pan. I see some, looks like stock here. What are you gonna do for the rest, like the second half of this cook?
We have our camel stock ready. We will take it and put it with the vegetable stock that I'm trying to do. So in the vegetable stock, we have celery, we have onions, we have carrots. Something that you might not be familiar with is the black lemon. It's a dried black lemon. And then it's the ordinary vegetable stock. So we will add our camel stock in it and then braise the camel while we're cooking it. Every half an hour to 45 minutes till we finish and wrap.
Couple things. One, camel stock is not something I thought I would ever hear in my life. But beyond that, so you're going to start with this stock, and so it'll be stock that you're braising with in the beginning.
Exactly.
But as the fat renders, you're going to have more and more fat that's in it.
Yes.
That goes on top too?
Yes, exactly. I have some fat from the stock, but I would rather have the fresh rendered fat in the new stock and braise it with the hump.
I guess we have to get that camel out, put it in here,
Yep.
add the stock, put it back in the smoker. 45 minutes from now, we start the basting process.
Exactly, and the stock will steam it as well after.
Yeah.
When we wrap it as well.
When you serve it, does this get included at all, or is this strictly for the flavor and moisture?
It's for the moisture and flavor, but before finish, I will braise it to couple of times, three times, then serve it.
All right. Well, let's get it. It's going to be probably a team effort to get this over here. So let's get this in the pan. We'll get it back on the smoker and get this thing on its way to being finished.
Cool.
Okay, we have the camel back on the smoker. How long is it until we wrap it?
I would say 3 to 4 hours.
Okay.
So we'll paste it a little bit, and then we gonna foil it.
Sounds excellent. So basting for the next 3 or 4 hours. We'll probably get a little darker in color, and then foil it. Take it to temperature. What temp are you gonna be done?
190.
190. Okay.
190.
So more similar to like whole hog temperatures than what we do for a brisket normally.
If we temp through the meat, it's 150. Some places it will be 170. Got it. 175.
Well,
That's 5 degrees off.
Not your first rodeo.
And the hump is 140. So that's why we need to wrap it a little bit early. So we have some spots that's really small and like thin, and some are thick. Now we just want to steam it.
Steam it and take it to about 190 degrees.
Exactly. Based on our temperatures, I would say maybe 6 hours.
All right, when it reaches 190,
Yeah.
you're gonna take it out. And you're gonna have it connected to a ThermalWorks signals, so you have an alarm set for 190?
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
So that's what we're gonna do. Also, smoker swap, but we're not gonna lie to you about it. We're gonna put it in a big gravity feed smoker.
Yep.
Because at this point, when it's wrapped up, as Harry Sue says, BTU is BTU. Yeah. And so instead of staying out here all night running a fire, we are going to rely on the equipment to tell us when the thing is done. We're gonna have the temperature set on the gravity feed smoker, and it's just gonna function essentially like a big oven.
And I can sleep well tonight.
Which really matters. I'm actually severely jet lagged right now, so the idea of sleep sounds exactly like what I want.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll check in with you guys in the morning after this thing has reached temperature. And of course, we're gonna unwrap it. We're gonna get all the pretty shots of the meat, and we have to taste it. So, never had camel. I've never had all kinds of different meats. This is definitely gonna be the strangest one for me, but I'm really excited to be able to experience some of the culture and traditions of the food here in Qatar, and it's been a privilege to be involved with it. So we'll check back in with you in the morning. It is the next day. I went back to the hotel last night to sleep. Aziz finished the cook, so can you tell me how the cook went and how we want to serve this thing?
It went fine, thanks to a ThermalWorks alarm.
Oh yeah?
Woke me up. Finished it, took it out. I waited for it to cool down, put it back in the warmer. And now we were gonna take the camel and put it on top of the rice inside here.
I've never seen a serving tray this precise shape or this size, but having cooked the camel hump, I totally understand why it's necessary. So you guys heard us mention several times that camel is usually cooked for a special occasion. And for this, we have a special occasion. Aziz has invited some people to try this camel. So smoked camel is not something you find every day, even in Doha, Qatar. So who have you invited?
So I invited a very special people, especially the one we love, the one we would like to be with. You know, barbecue, backyard, you always want the people you enjoy to spend time with, enjoy to talk to, socializing, and amazing people.
How are we gonna get this ready to serve?
Served with rice. So we've made the rice already. So we'll take the camel, we put it on top of the rice, then we will take it and serve it in the place that we need to.
We have beautiful presentation for this. So I'm curious, how do you serve it?
Usually in our tradition, we put it on the ground, we sit around it, and then we eat with our hands.
Really?
So it's like we share the dish. For this occasion, we will plate it, and then everyone can pick the cut of meat that they like,
Cool.
and some of the fat. The fat is really amazing. You can even see the jiggle. I'm not doing anything. See? It's
For all you brisket cooks out there who think you have jiggly brisket, you ain't got nothing
like
on this.
No. And the amount of fat that we rendered is a lot. You can see in the early videos how the hump was so huge, and now the hump was so small. And the good thing about it, you can do your test with the brisket when you put your finger.
Sure.
And you can go all the way inside, and that means even the fat in the middle is fully rendered. So we fully rendered the fat.
You remember how much we struggled to pick the thing up and fit it inside a 1,000-gallon smoker? This thing has reduced in size by, I don't know, it looks to me at least 50%.
Yes, I would say. Cooked really well for my liking. Bones are falling. Can just pick whatever you want. Even see.
Let me try.
Yeah, you can clean it. Comes clean. That means, yeah. Just choose any bone and take it out. So, it's amazing. Well, I'm really sorry for the viewers that can't have our camel.
If somebody wants to come to Doha, can they order one from you?
Of course.
All right.
My pleasure. Anytime. You can pick any meat. Let's start with the outside cut. It's usually the driest. Shreds.
So doesn't look super dry to me.
We have a smoke ring.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I see it. It feels like lamb.
Okay.
More like as a texture wise. Yeah.
All right.
Try and tell the guest.
There we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
First time ever. It's really nice.
Yep.
That's really good.
Yeah, you have to taste the fat.
Okay.
No,
That's good.
yeah. The best thing about the camel is the fat. You can eat fat with rice forever. Good calories as well.
Wow. It's like the most savory part of a brisket burn end, but just contained in this fat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Healthy fat though, I would say. Allegedly. Don't count me on it, but do your research.
Wow. That's incredible. You're getting all those flavors combined with the rendered fat, so it's juicy, and you get some of the richness of the meat.
Yeah.
And then you're picking up on the spices that you used. So like the dried lemon, you have the cumin, turmeric, you're getting enough salt, and then some of the broth too. So
Yeah.
it's really a marriage of all those.
The secret is the broth, honestly. So basting it by time, let it steam with the broth is what penetrates the meat and give it that flavor as well, and the smell.
That was incredible. We
Thank
should deny these people no longer, I
Yeah,
think.
I see
So
some
time to serve it up.
craving.
First of all, thank you for allowing me to come out here and to experience this.
My pleasure.
Not some bad imitation that I would maybe do at home. I
Oh.
got to experience the real deal. And
My pleasure.
the flavor is unique. It's a gentler flavor than something like beef. I think maybe even gentler than lamb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't taste the gaminess that comes
I didn't
with
get
lamb.
any gaminess
No,
at all.
No, at all. At all. And that comes with the how this I was gonna say cow, but I mean camel got raised and eaten. So the way it got what do you call it, fed? Is it? The way it's fed it does make a lot of difference, especially with the meat color and the meat taste. And you can see the fat is even caramelized as well.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with that. I mean, the flavor you're able to develop on the outside, the fat that you're able to render in the hump, combined with the tenderness and the proper seasoning of the meat inside. It's like if you like barbecue, you will like this. So even if you've never had camel before in your life, I can tell you as a dumb American who has a limited diet,
So you're not dumb.
you will like it. So if you ever get the chance, don't miss out on the opportunity just because it's different. This is one of the coolest things I've ever been involved with in my whole life.
Oh,
and
thank you.
I hope you guys get a chance to try something like this. So thank you, Aziz. I will put Aziz's information for his Instagram. It's bluesmoke.qa. You should follow him if you want to see more really cool stuff like this that you might not see in your regular barbecue feed. And you can subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Mad Scientist Barbecue. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.
See you. Bye-bye.